Input-output functions of C programming language. In this video, we will be discussing about the input-output functions as well as different type of input-output functions we have in C programming language. This presentation is done by Shaibin Kollaramban of class S2 Computer Science of Amal College of batch 2023-2026. So first of all, we will start with a small understanding of what is input and output functions. So imagine a program that can talk or listen. Without input-output functions, that's exactly what C programs would be. So programming languages are made for users so that they can interact with the program or the computer, which means for solving a problem, we need to interact with the help of computers we are solving them. So for that, a mutual understanding is needed between the user and the computer. That bridge is where is the programming language. This presentation explores the essential C functions that bridge the gap between your program and the user, bringing data in and displaying results. So this presentation is going to talk about and describe about all the input-output functions as well as they are necessary in the C programming language. The input-output functions I/O landscape in C. So this is a flow chart showing you how the input-output functions work. So the programming starting is over here. So we have a problem in front of us. So we are going to start the problem as well as we read the input. So the computer now takes the input. So this is where the input is necessary. If there is no input, we won't be able to make a decision and we cannot print an output based on the decision made. So this is why input-output functions is necessary for a programming language. C programs rely on I/O functions to interact with the user input-output functions. Standard input, usually keyboard, provides user input. So we are using keyboards or text-based inputs for the computer so that it can understand. And standard output, usually console. Console means the place where the program is run. It can be a monitor, it can be an IDE, etc. So it displays program results. Next up, the first output command or the output keyword in C is the printf command. So the printf takes a format string with placeholders, %d for integers, %f for floats, etc. So we are going to use placeholders, the small string values that is used with the code. Arguments following the format string provide the values to be printed. So when we are using the printf command, there will be a set of letters, numbers, or symbols enclosed within the double quotations. So we'll use printf and the data enclosed within the double quotation will be printed on the screen. So this is the basic printing command of C programming language. So then there is a data to be presented or shown to the user. We'll use the printf program. Next up, we have scanf, the basic the basic input program. So the basic input function of C programming language is scanf, the art of reading user input. So this is the most basic keyword used in C. Scanf uses a format string similar to printf, but for reading input. The address of operator ampersand is crucial to store the input in a variable. So you can see an example over here, int of age, integer of age, semicolon, printf. So we are using the printf command to show the output, enter your age. So the computer is asking the user what is your age, and then it scanf. %d means it's a integer value, ampersand age, reads an integer and stores it. So the scanf is used in a format so that it reads the age and stores it. Reads an integer and stores it. So that's how scanf works. So we have printf and we have scanf. And now we have a toolbox of I/O helpers, input-output function helpers. So there's a lot of other input-output functions present in C programming language. So we will just go through it in a simple, detailed manner. Okay. So key functions, the brief descriptions. Get char. So first is the get char function. So this function reads a single character from the standard input. So for instance, for example, so during a multiple choice question, so when we are asking a question for someone, or the computer is asking a question, so there will be like 4 or 5 options. So we are supposed to choose one answer from the options. So we are going to say the answer is B. There's only a single output, right? Single input. So that's why we'll use a function called getChar, get character. So we are going to read the character B. If the answer is B, we'll read getChar B. reads a single character from the standard input. And there is put char, writes a single character to standard output. So this similar to get char, there's put char. Put char means it puts a character, which means it shows out a character. And now we have puts prints a string followed by a new line cautioned with security risks. So puts means it prints a string followed by a new line, which means when you use puts and when you end with the puts command and the double quotation when it's enclosed, it starts a new line after the next code runs. And we have fscanf reads formatted data from a file, which means it will read the formatted data from a file. And fprintf writes formatted data to a file. So these are a few more functions that we have in C programming language. The power of input-output functions in C programming. So what are the power, or how the C programming is held using the input-output functions? The C programming leverage the input-output functions to interact with the user. If there are no input-output functions, C programming would be useless. Printf enables formatted output, presenting data in a structured way. Scanf reads user input, allowing program to react to user reactions. Only when there is input and output functions, we are able to solve problems. A variety of functions exist for handling the different input-output needs, files, characters, etc. Error handling and security considerations are crucial for robust input-output operations. So when we are programming, we must ensure the data is not leaked easily. So when we are collecting some informations and when we are collecting input, it shouldn't be lost easily. So thankfully, these are the basic informations on how the input-output functions of C programming language. I hope you all understood. If you have any doubts regarding this, you may please comment on this video. Thank you.